Have you ever taken the time to examine all the different relationships that have affected you or impacted you in your life? This morning I did that. In fact, with a group of guys that I meet with on a weekly basis, as we examined not only the people who had impacted us in our lives, but also has God opened any doors that allowed you to be used in impacting the lives of other people. We looked at both sides of that coin, and also the importance of those relationships happening. Um, that what kind of man would I be right now if it hadn't been for other men who made a decision to uh, be a part of the big changes and transformation in my life. Where would other people be that God has put in front of me and asked me to be a part of the process of being used by Him to change people's lives? It's a pretty amazing perspective, really, to look at 2,000 years ago as Jesus Christ began to transform lives, and each of those lives that was changed went out and spoke of the things that God was doing in their life, giving other people hope and people experiencing change and transformation. And so this chain of relationships is created that we call the church. And I'm here today because of the faithfulness of people before me who did that, chose to take responsibility and to invest in the lives of others. And so at the end of the group, we prayed and asked God to really highlight, men around us in our lives that might be in need somebody to come alongside of them to invest. It's should be agreed upon by everyone who knows God that you have value. God's given you things. It's impossible to know God and not have value. Well, God wants that value to be invested in the lives of other people. And so I just encourage you, look at the relationships around you. Are there people in need? Are you taking responsibility in pouring out and giving to them what God has given you? And that's a challenge. That's a challenge. And I want to live up to it. I want to do it. I want to be a part of that process. And hopefully if you're listening to this, if you haven't already made good decisions in your life in that way, to really explore that, examine the many ways that God can use you by making a decision to invest in somebody else's life.